Oh, you just can't stomach. I see it all happen, but I understand.
Yo, what's happening, man? You already know what it is. This is Twice Talk, and we are listeners supported by 91.5 The Rebel, HD2, Las Vegas, the broadcast service of UNLV. And of course, I'm always accompanied by the amazing Oak. How are you doing today?
Good. I just had a glass of champagne, got my nails done.
Oh, all right. So you bubbly right now.
You silly.
Oh, okay, okay.
No pun intended.
And if you guys didn't know, I got Mr. Action Jackson. He's an officer right in Las Vegas, Nevada. He's a CEO. And he is here to let us know how we can be safe. And he's going to just put us on the inside, on the other side of what's going on in the community, man. How you doing today, man?
Hey, man, I'm great, man. Glad to be here. Appreciate you and Oak bringing me in.
No, we appreciate you for coming down, man. We appreciate you, man, because we're just waiting for your wisdom, man, because you are wise beyond your years.
Definitely.
And with that being said, what kind of wisdom would you have for the kids that deal with law enforcement on a day-to-day basis?
Just a positive vibe, man. Everything has to be more positive, man. You get out there, you reach out to these kids, and you let them know you can do anything that you want to do.
Yeah.
If you feed that to them and let them know it's okay to be a African-American officer. It's okay to be that. You can go do this. You can go do the same things that I did. It's okay to go to college. It's okay to better yourself. It's okay to do these kind of things because as an African-American male, you get limited sometimes. And people say, you can't do this, and they draw a line for you. And when they draw that line for you, you know, you're afraid to step over it. But if you got that courage, that will to know that you can step over that line, because I feel like in my life I've been stepping over that line this whole 29 years I've been here.
What do you mean stepping over that line? Like stepping out of the margin that was created for Black men?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So when you grew up as a kid, did you like the police? What was your feeling? What was your feelings toward the police?
To be honest, where I grew up in North Las Vegas.
I did too.
You know what I'm saying? So
in the nutty.
So with that being said, it was always there go the police. There go the police. You know, be scared. You know, so that was my mindset. Not that we was doing anything wrong, but every time, you know, you in the car with your mom or you somewhere, they go to police. Everybody want to tighten up, you know, try to get right. So as a kid, for me, that's how it was, you know. And it wasn't that I was scared of them, because, you know, in North Las Vegas, there's officers hitting corners every 2 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, North Las Vegas does have a reputation. The police officers, they have a reputation to be brutal, and they have a reputation to, they're not as nice as other officers in Vegas, like Metro. So they do have a reputation, so I can see why people in North Las Vegas will be scared of the police.
Far as that, I've never had an encounter with North Las Vegas as far as a negative encounter.
Okay.
Even before I was an officer, I never had a negative encounter with them. I've seen cops come and, you know, us playing basketball in North Las Vegas, and cops come by and speak to us, say what's up. I can't speak and say I had a negative encounter with them because I haven't. I also was in a police academy with North Las Vegas officers, you know, for 6 months. And I can say that all the guys that I work with, as far as North Las Vegas, have always been great to me and been great to other people. Now, as far as them being a little more hands-on, I wouldn't know. I don't work in North Las Vegas, so I really don't know that part.
Well, a lot of people don't know that you actually are very respectful, and when somebody comes around, you're not going to disrespect people. So a lot of times they really don't want to mess with you when you don't, or when you have that kind of respect and you're not bad mouthing them or whatever. But a lot of people actually do. And I actually know that you're a coach, or were a coach.
Correct.
And a very successful coach, by the way.
Correct.
So did you ever have like those talks with some of your students or some of your players about how to handle or how to address authorities,
or conduct yourself like when you're in a position of, I guess, being arrested, detained, or questioned by a police officer?
My thing is,
and what do you tell them?
Whether I always tell my players, people, my kids, anybody that I'm coaching up, regardless whether you're a police officer, a doctor, the janitor.
Yeah.
the person that cleaned the cafeteria, it doesn't matter to me. You always approach every person with the same respect. It's more so of the respect level. I always was told, you know, treat the janitor like the person that owned the building. If you do that kind of stuff and, you know, approach to every situation with a positive vibe, no matter what, it's going to come out positive. Even if that person is having a negative day, that person is going to come back and be like, man, this person is very respectful, you know, asking me how I'm doing.
The janitor is not going to take you to jail.
I'm just saying in general. I'm just giving you an example. As far as law enforcement, where that line comes in, if I approach you and I say, hey, how you doing? And you got a warrant, you know you're going to jail. It's nothing we could do about that. It's nothing I could do to change that. I got to do my job. And you have to understand that I'm doing my job. I have a family to feed.
Do you always have to arrest people that have warrants?
I'm going to say it's a little bit of yes and no.
Okay.
Depending on what you got a felony warrant, you're getting arrested.
Yeah.
Okay.
No matter what. No matter what the situation is, you got a felony warrant, you got to go to jail. Now, you know, if you got a ticket, a speeding ticket, I might could say, hey, you need to go down to the courthouse and take care of this right away.
Yeah.
But people know when they have warrants. So if you approach that situation and they're very negative towards you and very, well, I'm going to jail anyway, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and very negative towards you, you're going to have that same negative outlook. Not saying that you're going to take them to jail, but a warrant is a warrant.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this is how I feed my family. So I can't let anybody cross that line.
Yeah, but you still have discretion within your job, right?
It's not a discretion. If you got a warrant, I got to take you to jail.
Well, you just said that if you have a warrant for tickets, you don't have to.
I could tell you to go to the courthouse and take care of it. Now we have another encounter. Like I said, a felony. You're going to jail.
I get that. That's a violent. That's probably most likely a violent crime. Right. I get that.
It's not necessarily always a violent crime,
right? But most likely it's going to be something with force. So I'm asking you, if you just have a ticket, you don't necessarily have to take them to jail.
It's not.
You can say, okay, go take it, go handle that, and then leave.
Yeah. I could tell you to handle it, yes.
Right, and then you can say, all right, have a good day, bye.
Correct.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
So you kind of spoke on the word respect. And to me, it sounds like that you believe that respect is given instead of earned. Would you agree, yes or no?
Definitely. I agree 110% on that.
Well, what is the benefits or why is it that society says that respect should be earned opposed to given?
I think it's more so of some people are stuck in their ways as far as if my point of view of it is if I give you respect, I'm gonna get it. I don't need you to earn my respect. I'm gonna give it to you regardless, and that's just what kind of person I am. Regardless, I'm gonna approach you and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Now you can say, you know, forget you. I don't need to talk to you or things of that sort. But I'm still gonna have a positive outlook on it, no matter what. Maybe you're having a bad day. Maybe I came at the wrong time. So I think you need to give respect right away, no matter what. Whether I know you or I don't know you, you need to give me that respect. You know what I'm saying? No matter what.
I don't try to throw no shade or nothing, but Oak don't believe that.
I do believe that.
Oh,
you have to give respect.
Oh, my bad.
Oak don't believe that.
Oak don't believe in respect.
Give respect. No respect. No, I believe that. I believe that if we want to take it to law enforcement, I think that law enforcement officers, whoever you are, you need to respect people as humans just like you feel like they should respect you as law enforcement.
Yeah.
You shouldn't just be addressing people like I'm the law and you have to respect me.
You said it like you said that before.
It should be we're going to respect each other, and whatever this exchange ends up being is because of that's what the law is.
Right, but let's be honest though, Oak. Let's look at it from this point of view. It's easy for you to say that on the outside looking in. So I can honestly tell you that 90% of people that you approach in a uniform is going to have a negative outlook.
Very defensive
towards you.
Okay, so that's something that you're going in thinking already when you're approaching these cars.
It's not think. I don't approach. I just told you.
You don't approach cars.
I don't approach. Even when I'm out in uniform, I approach people the same way. So even if I approach you and say, "Hey, how you doing? How's it going today, Oak?" Some people like, "Man, forget you. You the police."
Right.
And that's negative. Right. So
and maybe you understand why they do that?
And maybe they had a bad encounter. But I can say honestly, and in my opinion, Oak, it's different because I grew up in the same place that these people grew up. And if you continuously do the same thing over and over and over again, what are you going to expect from it?
Okay, so we had a discussion about community policing on this show. And we said that maybe we should exercise community policing. And if people don't know what community policing is, that's when officers are allocated to one neighborhood or area over a period of time so they get to know those people in that community. What's your stance on that? Do you think that can improve this relationship between?
I think that the departments here in Las Vegas, I could speak of, North Las Vegas, Metro Police. I think all those different departments, city police, all those guys do different community policing events to reach out to people. And I've been a part of several community.
Yeah, but that's an event. That's not.
All right, you want to let me explain, or it's
going
to be a little different. All right. So the community policing thing.
I don't like the police.
I don't have a problem with the police. I don't have a problem with the police.
Which is fine. You know, you can have that negative outlook on it, but
I have plenty of friends that are police.
It's a little different though, because the community policing thing, I do a bunch of different community police. I'm pretty sure. You know, some people follow me on Instagram and they'll see that I'm always out in the community. I'm always out doing different things. Right. And not just speaking of me, my department, other departments, we've branched with North Las Vegas, City of Las Vegas. Okay. So we've branched with different departments, Metro, you know, North Las Vegas, all these other departments, and we've branched out to do different community policing events. And community policing, don't get me wrong, is not just I'm assigned to this area, so I'm going to know this area. It's more to it. It's a lot more to it. Community policing I could be going to the schools. I could be giving out backpacks. We just did a major event last December, Christmas in the 106, where we went out and gave out 300, 400, 500 bikes to kids from Doolittle that was less fortunate. That could be community policing. I could community police and I don't have to be in uniform. Yeah. I could community police and be at a gym working out and say, hey, and give people a positive outlook on what police is and giving them a better vibe of it. You know what I'm saying?
So for me, like the events and giving out backpacks and all that is all good things. But I think that's something that involves branding police officers, not necessarily creating a relationship with citizens.
Isn't that that's kind of the same thing?
No, it's not. Because if I host an event and I'm giving out backpacks, that's just saying, look at the police officers, we're good. Whereas that's not establishing a relationship with people that you may encounter in the future when you're arresting them.
Somebody gives me a backpack, they're going to have a relationship with me. Appreciate you. Shake the hand. Yeah, that's establishing. That's not.
No, it's not.
I think that's what I just said too as well. I don't have to be in uniform to community police. Just because I'm in uniform, you don't even have to know I'm an officer. And I've been community policing people for years. City boys, everything. Yeah. Kappa League. I wasn't a police officer, but I was still giving out knowledge, whether it was about the police or whether it was about life or whether it was about. It don't necessarily community policing don't just mean I'm a police officer.
I know it
in the
doesn't
community.
just mean that. I guess I'm speaking of it in a way that to me I find it more effective. Community policing to me would be more effective if you're in the neighborhoods, policing those neighborhoods in your uniform, in your squad car, and you're building a relationship with the juveniles. On up to like 24, because that's the biggest age range where a lot of criminal activity happens. And you create these relationships with these people instead of just handing out backpacks.
Okay, you sound like you got together. When you going to join the force?
I was going to when I was a senior.
You should have, girl. I'm telling you.
Recently,
you'd have been the best.
But anyway,
let me ask you this.
So to me, that would be establishing a relationship instead of protecting a brand.
And it's not protecting the brand. I don't want you to look at it as far as that, because that's
what
not
it is to me.
That's not what it is, because like I said before, I go out and community police and this if I have to. I've been community policing people for years. So I just feel like it's not just in my uniform. Just because I'm in the uniform, you might not want to approach me in my uniform. But you see me in this and you see that I'm a black guy, average black guy. Hey, regular haircut, tattoos. You see that might be more approachable for you than me being covered up with a badge shining.
But you know,
so we're gonna move forward. Uniform. Hey, so let me ask you, as far as in the community, and speaking of citizens in the community, is citizens arrest a real thing?
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Ball game.
Explain that.
What is that?
A citizen arrest could be, say, you're shoplifting at a store. and you're at Kmart or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and this person, and you steal something, and they make the arrest.
Use me. I'm the person that.
Okay, you're the manager at
don't watch
at
me,
Kmart,
buddy.
and you caught him stealing a pack of bubble gum. You make the arrest. You did everything. I take everything for what you said, and that's a citizen arrest. You're a civilian. You're not law enforcement, so that's a citizen arrest.
So what you do? Zip time?
How far can I go? How far can I go with this arrest?
Can he kill him?
Can we book him?
Can he kill him and get away?
Can I like gaffle him up, put him up against a wall, or
I wouldn't want to get on into that because that's gonna be that might come back personal on you, and that might be a lawsuit on you. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want to get into all that. But if you detain them there and say, hey, we're calling, Metro out or any other department out to come pick you up, you just made an arrest.
How often does that happen?
It happens very often.
You get a check?
Petty larceny charges happen all the time. So you go to the store, you pick up a candy bar, you steal it. You might be that cool manager. You might be like, hey man, give me the candy bar back. I'll see you later. But you might be that one that, hey man, every candy bar in this store counts. You going to jail today, and I'm an 86.
I need that Snickers.
So a citizen arrest usually comes with someone getting 86 and not being able to come back to the store, whatever the situation.
So is that what security officers do?
Security officers.
They do citizens arrest?
Correct.
Okay.
See, the image that I had in my mind was like somebody jaywalking and I'm just jump out the car and tackle them or something.
Yeah, they're civilians.
Yeah, that's the image that I had in my mind. Somebody jaywalking or something, I jump out the car and tackle him. Kind of thing.
No, like, sir.
That's what the police do.
Negative.
You leave that to the police.
Negative.
I wasn't thinking about somebody that's an employee of a store. Nope. I'm thinking like Joe sees John, you doing something wrong.
Right.
Don't jaywalk.
Yeah.
What's the boundary? So basically you have to be like in some kind of managerial position or security.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
You have to be at work.
Correct.
Okay.
Something in that sort.
Yes. Oh, okay.
You can't just be a vigilante.
Right. Yeah. You can't just be taking people down like twice and Phil said, I see you jaywalking, I'm coming to take you down. No.
Calling the homies.
No.
I see what we're doing away with that.
Stay away from
that.
So moving on from that, what made you want to join the police force? And on top of that, why did you go into corrections?
First off, let's just rewind it back a little bit about myself, and I'm gonna take you to that point. So, like I said it before, I grew up in North Las Vegas, rough area. Luckily, I was blessed, to have great people around me, great friends, Twice, Perk Mom, great people around me. I grew up in a different era, so it was set up for us to not be successful. From the beginning. So for me, coming into high school, I went to J.D. Smith, I went to Von Tobel, I went to, to these schools. I was in the hood.
Yeah.
So me coming up in this era, like I said, it wasn't meant for me to be successful. I get to high school, I'm a ball player. I play basketball, I play football.
Baseball,
should have played baseball. That's all I knew was, I want to play sports.
Yeah.
So coming from there, I knew playing sports, if I want to be a pro, I got to go to college. So that was my mindset of it. I'm going to college, So out throughout high school, played at Valley, graduated from there, went off to college. I went to JUCO. Had a problem with my grades. A lot of us athletes have problems with our grades, and I had a problem with my grades. Should have been
cool, man.
Should have definitely been a Division I athlete right out of high school. Still to this day, can't nobody guard me one-on-one. I'm just put that out there. But that's another story. But, went to JUCO, played at Feather River, went to Northern California, didn't know nobody. Went there, and I was doing all my gen ed classes then. So at that time, I'm just like, man, I just want to get my associates, and I want to get out of here and go play ball somewhere.
Yes.
2 years and I'm done. So at that point in my life, I'm thinking like, what do I want to do? All right, I want to major in criminal justice. Something me, Perk, Twice, all of us always talked about. Something that I wanted to major in was criminal justice. Now, didn't say that I wanted to be a cop. I said I wanted to be a juvenile probation officer. I want to do something in that field. if I didn't go to the league.
Yeah, the league. Yeah.
If I didn't go to the league, that was the league
for sure.
The league was my plan always. And forever.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying.
That's everything.
Right.
That's every little kid's dream.
So just so happened, you know, I get a full-ride scholarship. I go play at Quincy University.
Nice.
Play there 2 years. Mind you, in that gap there, I had a child. You know, my oldest kid, Kijan, which is 10 years old now, but I was 18, 19, had a kid. So my mindset changed a little bit more. Now we got the wheels turning. I got to do something. I got a seed to feed.
Correct.
So my mindset was a little bit different then. So I was still young and dumb, you know what I'm saying, still doing crazy stuff. But then I go off to my university. I go to my university. Now it's time for my major classes. What you want to do? Dang, I still want to do criminal justice so I can be a juvenile probation officer. I want to work at the juvenile. That's where I did my internship at. And that's what, you know, came to me. Like, I want to do something in that field. That's still law enforcement.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something to help the youth. Being that didn't happen like that, I graduated, came back, started working at the school, working at the school district. I was sub-teaching. I was coaching basketball, coaching football, doing all that. Granted, in this time, it was time for, I had another kid, which is Chaz.
Yeah.
Now my wheels really turn. I got 2 boys to be raised up in this world. You know, that's tough already.
And
you know, so my wheels really turning now. I'm working at the school district. I'm not making that good of money, but I'm solid. You know, at this time, you know, I'm married to Chaz's mom. You know, I got all this stuff going on, and I gotta, you know, get my stuff together. I got a family to feed. So with that being said, you know, a lot of things changed within that, and I could say my kids really grew me up. So now I'm thinking, what am I going to do outside of this? I got a criminal justice degree, but I'm teaching at the school. Don't match up. I'm coaching up at the school. That don't match up with what I went to school for. So, you know, I'm seeing all these law enforcement flyers, and I had a school district officer kept pitching me, man, why don't you go get in the academy? Why don't you get in the academy?
School police officer, that's kind of dope.
And I was thinking, like, man, that's something, you know, different. And people could tell you this, that it's not about the money.
It's for sure about the money.
It's about the
benefits.
And officers make good money.
And
so at this time, I got 2 kids. I got to feed them.
I don't think you know this, but Nevada, I think it has the 4th highest paid officers in the country.
Correct.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah,
correct. So, like I said, I got my kids and gotta do those things. So I said, hey, I'm gonna try law enforcement, and I thought about it as like a team. Me going to the locker room every day, I'm getting suited up for the game.
Yeah,
I'm getting ready to.
I bet that's what the culture is.
And that's what I thought about it as. Now, mind you, like I said, just giving you a little bit of that. I got my 2 boys. I'm in the academy. I got a divorce pending. I got all this stuff on my plate. My plate full.
Yeah.
But my mindset was always, I'm gonna do this job to better myself and to better my kids. My kids can go to the doctor, do everything that they want to do. You know, get sick, we go to the ER. It's not a problem. Benefits are huge.
Right.
And people can tell you, like I said, it's not about the money. The money is important.
Yeah.
That's how you feed your family.
So that's the reason. So basically you're saying the reason why you got into law enforcement, from 1, that's what you studied for, and 2, you know, your security. It's for your family.
Security in your major.
Yeah, in my major. So my major in college. So it all fell in place like it was supposed to.
It made sense to you.
It made sense to me.
What kind of things?
Corrections.
Go ahead.
Corrections, like I said, once I got in the academy, I really didn't know what I was getting into. You know, I got all these people yelling in my face. I got to shine my boots. I got to do this. And it was kind of an adult check for me. So
you had to shine with your toothbrush?
Hey, I had to shine them up, make sure that you be able to see your face in my boots. That's how they had to be shined.
Every day?
Every day.
Okay. And if they wasn't?
And if they wasn't, you was in trouble. Like the military.
What kind of trouble? Push-ups,
running, miles. We PT,
anyway,
we did all that stuff.
Shine the boots.
So
what made you pick corrections?
So, with that being said, you know, I went to a 6-month academy. Most correctional officers don't go to a 6-month academy, which means I have they usually do a 12-week academy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I did the 6-month because I wanted both. I wanted to be able to have a category 1, which means I can work on the streets if I want to. I want a Category 3 so I can work in the jail.
Okay.
Now, I chose corrections because that's what I was hired for. You know,
okay.
but
that's what you applied for.
That's
initially.
what I applied for initially. Okay. But I always had a desire. I thought about going out to the streets, and it's still something that plays back in my mind. But I feel like where I'm at, I'm in a great place to reach out for people. Because like I was telling Slim earlier, if I pull you up, if I come up to your car, you don't want to hear what I got to say. But if you already in jail, and I ain't nothing I can do for you, you ain't got no choice but to hear what I say.
Right.
And you actually probably going to listen and understand what I'm saying.
I guess that's
real.
one way to look at it.
So
sure.
I could definitely communicate to you while you're in jail and help you out. And if you want my help.
Well, with that being said, see how you kind of establish a relationship. You see these people over and over. And that's what I was saying about community policing. Because eventually you have no choice but creating a relationship once you see them over and over.
See Oak on the community.
Own it.
We got you, Oak. Hey, we got you. We got you, Oak.
Yeah, community activist.
Hey, we got you. We
you go
got
to the jail
you.
and hand out backpacks, it's you in and out.
Hey,
Anyway,
we got
So
you.
do you believe 12 weeks is long enough to get through an academy?
Corrections Academy, definitely.
It is?
Yes.
So,
But that's not the only training that you're getting though. Mind you, you're doing 12 weeks and it's fast paced and it's down to the book and it's schoolwork. Mind you, the academy I went to, I got 40, I want to say almost an associate's degree because it was at the community college. So I got like 42 credits towards another associate's degree if I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? But I already had a degree, so I didn't really need it. But you learning this book work, it's everything. You learn.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. So the 6-month academy for the police officers is definitely, that's a lot of time.
So you said you knew that if you went into corrections, that these people had to listen to you. That some kind of relationship will be built, basically.
I went to corrections because that was what I was hired for. But they do.
But I'm saying whatever you were saying the last part, you were saying that you knew that if you walk up to a car,
correct,
they didn't want to hear what you
correct.
had to say.
Not at all.
But in a jail,
you sitting down,
right.
you can listen to what I gotta say. And like I said, you treat people the same way in there, same exact way. Hey, how you doing? And I really don't try to ask people how you doing because you in jail. So that tells me, you could be having a bad day because you in jail.
Like that.
But I could communicate with you. They say, hey Jackson, can I talk to you about this? Yeah, what's up, man? And I'll tell them, a real life lesson right there in the little time that I have. Hey man, just learn from it. Don't do it again. And cross your T's and dot your I's.
Yeah.
So you work on Bridger. You work on Bridger. You working at the Clark County Jail?
I work at the city jail, which is on Stewart and Mojave.
Stewart and Mojave. Okay.
Have you ever been taught how to control riots? Oh, go ahead.
Or is it both?
It's both.
Okay.
No.
And you work in the halls, or you work in?
I work everywhere.
Okay. They move you around, right?
Yeah, you move around, but you can also be core in different places. But I work a little bit of everywhere.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Oh,
have you ever been taught to stop
a
riot?
They teach you how to.
Oh, definitely. I've learned riot control. I've done all that.
Well,
stuff.
how you control a riot?
I mean, basically, you try to do whatever you can to find the middle of the split it. I mean, it's not. I can't tell you exactly how to stop it.
So we got 100 people in the streets. You gonna get on the megaphone? You gonna get the trucks? What?
That's more of a SWAT issue.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's more of a SWAT team and.
Well, if you're the only one there,
I would never.
At the jail, don't you have special task force?
Yeah, you got a cert team.
Right.
You got a cert team. So you got that's more of a, if it's a riot going on that we can't stop within the people that we have there, we have special people to come out and try to stop that.
Do they have guns?
No guns in the jail.
Not in the jailhouse. Not a single one.
Not a single gun in the jail.
Okay.
So you just got to use the knuckle up.
I mean,
you got tear gas or something, right? Pepper spray.
We got pepper spray. We have some people have tasers, more so of
non-lethal
sergeants. Non-lethal, exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. Non-lethal stuff.
That's what's up.
We don't use no guns at all. I mean, if you're going on transport and you're going out to drop people off, of course you carry a gun.
And in the prisons, they have guns.
No jail. Well, in the prisons, in the towers.
Yeah.
They got towers. We don't have towers here in Las Vegas.
So you did a lot of studying.
In the Las Vegas jails, y'all don't have towers.
In Las Vegas jails, we don't have towers.
You did a lot of studying, a lot of book work. Is there any laws or clauses within the Constitution that citizens don't utilize enough that you would kind of say that they should use?
Me, I more so don't get into the law of it. Far as people try to say, I'm gonna exercise my rights, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But once again, as I said before, if I'm approaching you and say, hey, how you doing? What's going on? You jaywalked over there. And, and then we go from there. It's more so of, we got a respect level here. I ain't coming like Slim, on the citizen arrest. You jaywalking, and I'm sprinting across the street to tackle you. No, I'm not.
Do they teach you in the academy that you have to have citizens trust you before you?
Yes, definitely. They teach us all that.
So that's a really good tactic.
We do mock mock stops, like using different people, making sure that that you're able to talk to some people, and that's another thing about working inside, is that you don't have no guns, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, neither do the inmates. So why do you need it?
Let's be clear.
It is like 10 to 1.
It's more than 10 to 1. I mean, it's
behind bars.
They let them out.
Oh, they get weapons inside the jail.
I know they do. Y'all have weapons too.
What do you mean we have weapons?
What do you mean? Y'all have a special task force that can come in and do stuff.
Oh, it don't work like that.
It don't? No. How does it work?
No, it don't work like that.
How does it work?
So you think that they should have weapons because we got weapons?
I didn't say that they should have weapons. I never said that. You said we don't have guns.
I said they
don't have guns.
I said
they don't have weapons, but y'all have weapons too, though.
Hey, did I miss it? Did I miss it, or did y'all hear it too?
Because they don't have guns. They don't either.
I'm just saying. I said we don't have weapons. You said. You
said guns. I said they don't have guns either. That's all. That's what I said.
No, that's not what you said. But
okay, it's on camera.
Hey, exactly. They heard it too.
It's on
that's 3 against 1. Oh,
ooh, y'all
said we don't have guns.
Hey,
okay.
I'm just laughing.
Hey. But,
anyways, continue.
But I mean, they do get different things in, and they find things to cut the tape off,
they get it from the
sharpen up. Not at my job.
No.
That's more. I think you more so thinking prison.
No, I'm not just thinking prison. I'm thinking about people that actually went to jail and people.
You tell me what they. Give me a situation where someone got something from the CO.
Drugs.
You said weapons.
Weapons, all of that. They give them a heads up on what's going to happen, what riots, all that.
Oh. I think you're kind of on the outside looking in.
Okay, maybe I am.
And maybe you heard. Have you been in jail before?
No, I haven't.
Have you been in prison before?
I've been to a prison, yes.
I've been in custody?
You got to look.
I've never been in custody.
Oh, we can't go off hearsay. So that's kind of a question that's like floating up here that we don't know. It's not a question
that's floating up here. Not when it's multiple people that have been to jail in prison that will say, and it's been on the news, that COs have brought in stuff. Like, let's not pretend like it doesn't happen.
I'm just asking. You ain't giving me no facts.
How about this? Look up a bucket of fried chicken being smuggled into a jail with
what jail?
With
here in Nevada?
In Las Vegas? With cell phones.
In Las Vegas?
Yes.
In Las Vegas?
No, in Nevada.
Fried chicken. Oh,
okay, in Nevada. I can.
Are you sitting here trying to say that things don't get smuggled into jail?
Things can. I know at my job there's no COs bringing nothing.
Never ever.
Not since I've been there.
No, that's good. That's good. You should say that. Like, you should say that. I'm just saying, don't act like it doesn't happen. Don't act like it doesn't happen.
I haven't seen it. So if I haven't seen it, I can't tell you.
They doing a great job.
I can't tell you. I'm not saying that everybody's doing everything perfect.
Okay, but let's just keep it real that COs do bring stuff into the jails for inmates.
I can only tell you what I see.
Okay,
and I haven't seen that.
And I'm just telling you the stories that I hear from people.
You seen them bring it in?
It doesn't matter.
I can only tell you what I see.
All right, so check it out.
Twice.
That's good.
What has law enforcement taught you, like, about yourself?
For me, like I said, it gave me an adult check, man. As far as the academy, I never had. I don't know if other people had desire going to the military, but it's military based.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the stuff that we get is from the military.
Yeah.
You lining up for inspection every day. Your boots are going to be shined. Your shirt's going to be tucked into a T. You're not going to have any loose strings on your shirt, none of that stuff. So it made you pay attention to things a little bit more. And I can't say that, you know, just walking around and understanding that the world is, you have to look after yourself. You can't just walk down and have a free mind and think nothing's ever going to happen to you. Because things are going to happen. Life's going to happen.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes I think as a young adult, you know, 19, 20, 21, I kind of thought that I couldn't be invincible. I couldn't be touched. So now, as I said, 29, getting ready to be 30, my mindset is a little bit different. It's more so paying attention. And it helped me be a better parent, paying attention to what my kids do, policing them on different things that they need to do, far as school, far as making sure your clothes right, far as you getting up on time. And that's a big thing for me. I can sleep. And I
hibernate. We're going to use that word, hibernate.
Correct. Sleep in. And it helped me. All right. If I got to be on time, I need to get up a lot earlier.
Yeah.
Because I'm the kind of guy, I'm going to sleep to the last snooze alarm and slide my clothes on, and then I'm out.
With your eyes closed.
So you feel like the academy brought a lot of discipline and structure to your life?
Definitely. An adult check all the way around. Just more structure to the things I do and pay attention to what's going on. Not only when I'm in uniform, but pay attention, man. Everywhere you go, you can turn a corner. You never know what's going to happen. You know, somebody might try to get in your pocket. Somebody might try to do this. You don't know what's going to happen. This car might be speeding. You might not see it. Pay attention to detail. So that was a big thing for me that I learned in the academy. Just paying attention, man. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel.
Yeah, for real. And so they stress a lot of that in the academy.
A lot.
What's the toughest environment or the toughest activity they had you do in the academy for those that are trying to or want to pursue law enforcement?
Man, that toughest thing for me, man, and some people say that it wasn't as tough for them, but was the taser, man. A big guy like me getting tased, man, it was just...
You took 40,000 to the chest?
It was the longest 5-second ride of my life.
Yeah.
And I went down like it was nothing.
They gave you a mouthpiece?
No, they didn't give you nothing. They give you 2 guys to hold you, and they call taser, and you get hit with it.
Smack.
Yeah, and the spray. Yeah, one time with 5-second ride. So
it gotta be a ride.
That's what they call it. It's a 5-second ride. And the spray.
They mace you?
Oh yeah.
In the face.
In the face.
2 feet away.
You got to call out verbatim.
Right here.
Which means, you know, you got to know crime. You got to say all this stuff. You got to know your codes. You got to be able to fight 2 or 3 guys and finish the obstacle course and all that stuff. But this is the type of situation you may be in. We might have a riot, as you said, or as you said, and Slim might spray a dude, and a little bit might hit me.
Definitely spraying a dude.
Slim is going to spray.
He might spray a dude, and
I'm lighting myself up.
Don't light yourself up, buddy.
You know, and it hit me, and I gotta be able to stay in.
Some of the spray ain't going to.
So you said when you was thinking about joining a law enforcement agency or being a police officer or corrections, you thought of it like a team.
Mm-hmm.
So is that like the common etiquette and culture? Like is everything like very team and group think based?
Pretty much everything is team based. You know.
Yeah.
You get up. For me, my shift is from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So I get up. I get up about 3 o'clock every day. You know, do my regular routine. Have all my uniforms at work. So I'm going in the locker room. It's just like we in the locker room, you know, joking around, getting ourselves prepared for work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, throwing my uniform, hit it, and it's time to go, you know. And you on for 12 hours, and, you know, and it's you with a team. You never really solo.
Yeah.
You never really gonna be by yourself. So, you know, you talking and joking with your buddies, but business is business, you know.
So you feel like at work and outside of work, that same thought process of supporting the team, the integrity of the team, that carries on with you. Definitely.
I've always been a team player. Like I said, everything I've done, you know, from my friends to my family, it's all about the team. If I'm going to eat, you're going to eat.
So you feel like people identify themselves as police officers, even outside of the uniform?
I wouldn't say people identify themselves as a police officer. I think more so of that's something that you just don't come off telling people. I just met you. I'm a police officer.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like you hold to that same integrity outside of the police force, right? That I am a police officer, so you identify with other police officers in other states that you don't even know.
Correct.
Okay,
correct. Like if you're in law enforcement, we gonna, if we talk,
just off the strength of
yeah.
that.
We don't respect.
Does the city of Las Vegas department have any like rivals? Like y'all be, when you see the fire department or when you see the North Las Vegas, y'all be over there like like what y'all doing, or y'all be trying to like do like little basketball leagues, dodgeball leagues.
We definitely get into all that stuff. It's competitive, man. From the ladies to the males, it's all competitive. We do dodgeball games versus Metro versus North Las Vegas. We do basketball games. We do football games, flag football games. We do all kinds.
So y'all really be like a family.
Oh yeah, definitely like a family. We do all that stuff. We go bowling together. We just went. I know most of my end of the week, my crew. We just all went out to a Dodgers game.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying? And it's more so to understand. Let's get away for a little bit. Let's have some fun. You know, joke around, have a good time. And it's we do different things of that sort, whether it's baseball games or football games, anything. But it's competitive always. And it's always going to be competitive. I'm a competitive person.
We don't like to lose.
Yeah, not at all. I'm not taking no L, so it's always going to be competitive.
The culture is like really tight.
It's really tight.
Nice.
Really tight.
I got a question for you.
What's up, bro?
So when you're talking about, spraying the mace and taking a ride and all that, I have a friend who went into law enforcement, I think for Northtown.
Mm-hmm.
But they had video. Do you have video of like your situations where you got sprayed and all that stuff?
I do have video.
You share it with the family?
Correct. I share the spraying, the man. I think I showed you on when I showed y'all my boxing. We boxing academy as well. I think I showed them my boxing thing. I showed them me getting tased. Things of that sort. And it's something that you laugh about now. You know what I'm saying? It's something you want to show. Hey, man, I did this. I made it through a 6-month academy. And just kind of off the record, I just want to say, like, more so of the recruiting aspect of it. Don't. We talked about those kind of things. Don't be afraid. Don't let that stop you because I got to get tased.
Yeah. That
I don't want to do it. Think about it more so of your family, the things you can do for your family, you helping the community big time. Because I'm a big time community person, and I like to reach out and help people understand. If I showed y'all my DMs right now to just go off record to show y'all my DMs and see how many people hit me up asking me saying, "Hey Chuck, what can I do
for real?
to become an officer?"
What'd you say?
How can I?
Dozens?
Man, I would probably say over 30, 40 people have hit me up,
nice.
Call me, DM me, message me, anything. And that's the most rewarding thing for me because I see it and I'm like, you really took time out just to ask me on what's the things that you need to do or what's the process to become an officer. Whether it's with any department, I'm still going to tell you exactly how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? So some people get discouraged. I'm not going to do that, man. I can't do this. I can't get tased. I can't pass the test. I can't do this. I'll tell you right offhand. First off, I was never a good test taker. Never. I made through academy averaging over 80%.
Okay.
And it took some time. We test every week. And it took some time. It took me having to buckle down and say, I'm going to study and I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to study hall. I'm going to meet with Oak Twice and go over my notes with them and say, hey, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And I took 6 months out of my life. No social media, no extracurricular activities,
no hanging out, bars, nothing.
Disappeared.
How long you been with law enforcement?
Almost coming up on 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
So what kind of? How far do you want to go in law enforcement?
Be honest with you,
Sheriff.
Yeah. You got my vote for sure. It's my first vote too.
It's a lot of stuff I got to learn, man. And
we do need people.
And I'm in
those positions.
Definitely. And I'm a learning guy. And I always told myself, something that I wanted to do was, I want to go to the top. If I'm going to be here, I want to be a sergeant.
Why not over the top?
I want to be bad. Definitely, definitely, definitely over the top for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do it all. You know, I want to walk my path and say I did things how I wanted to do it. Because as a young boy, you start thinking, if I don't make it to the league or I don't make it to get $1 million, I'm never gonna be nothing. You know what I'm saying? You start thinking that. But I came to realize that, you know, going through all this, there's other options. I'm stable. I'm good. My kids are good, man. Both of my boys are great, man. My family's good. Oh, yeah. I'm passing on much love. Kind of off topic. Much love to my little brother Greg, man. He's doing his thing, man. He is. And I mean, you know, Perk know.
Out there beasting.
We groomed this kid since a cub.
We was beating him up.
You know what I'm saying? And
for real. And now he beating everybody up.
You know, and he just doing his thing. A kid out of North Las Vegas, you know, and we all lived at my grandma's house, and we was, you know, 7-8 deep in there.
What college did you get accepted to, or which college did he choose?
He went to UCLA. Okay. He went to the UCLA.
Yeah, for sure.
That changed my options from. I always been a USC fan, but now I got to rock the powder blue.
I'm always messing with the private school. Come
you know what I'm saying? I always wanted him to go to USC, but. You know, whatever.
Great choice, Greg.
It's huge for him, man. I'm proud of the kid.
We're gonna get a little personal with you, man. So I gotta ask you, what have you created this year?
Created far as what? What do you mean?
Well, as for you personally, what kind of things have you created this year?
I mean, far as for me, I know, just going back to work. I am on a
foundation.
I'm on a recruitment team.
Okay.
So it's kind of like something that me and another fellow officer kind of mixed in together, and that's to get out there and show and recruit, and that's a big thing for me. Is I'm like you got to understand it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out and show your face and show these people that they're able to do these kind of things. And I think that recruitment team has been, you know, more than enough for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was created by me and another officer that works over at the city with me. So, you know, that's really been major for us.
Nice.
So, and you recruit for all departments of law enforcement?
We do all agencies, everything.
Nice.
All agencies.
So I got posed this question the other day, and you immediately came up, and I just trying to got to figure out what you got to say about it. You go to sleep for 100 years.
Oh my God!
That's some good sleep, by the way. Let me just put that out there.
I don't know if that's good.
That's a good sleep, you know.
I'm trying to sleep for 100 years.
You know,
you wake up. What's the first thing you Google?
Dang, man.
What's poppin'?
100 years, man. I don't know what's the first thing I'll Google, man.
Google.
Google. Hey. It might not even be around.
Right.
So what's the most powerful thing you Google then? How about that?
Man, you Google everything. Man.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't say what's the most powerful thing I Google because you can go to Google for anything, whether you're trying to find a good food spot.
What was powerful to you? What stood up to you? What was like something that you was like, dang, look at this information I found.
Man, I really can't.
I'll tell you what I Googled.
I Googled a whole bunch of stuff.
Tell you what I Googled.
What's the most powerful thing you Googled?
I'll just say in lieu of things right now. 484 people were shot and killed by the police in 2017 that were black. That's so far this year. And last year it was 963 people. And this data was given the Pulitzer Prize. It was conducted by the Washington Post. So when you say like police officers need to address people and be nice and respectful, what do you have to say about the Philando case? Because we seen that officer was respectful at first, and Philando was respectful as well, and even told him he had a gun in the car. And when he reached for his ID, he was shot and killed next to his girlfriend and child in the back. So what's your stance on that?
Just respect it, y'all. I'm not gonna speak on that on air. Just being honest with you. I'll give you my opinion off air, but I'm not gonna speak on that on air. Just being honest with you.
Is that because of the whole cultural integrity thing?
No, it's not integrity. That wasn't even my department.
Well, it questions the integrity of police, of policing.
I totally
and you identify
understand
with all police officers.
And it's because it's a community, huh?
Right. So is that why? Is it you don't want to question the integrity of the police?
I'm not going to question the integrity of anybody. I'm me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, before I was an officer, I was Charles Jackson.
Right. And so I'm asking Charles Jackson right now.
But that's what I'm telling you. I can answer that off air. I'm not going to answer that on air.
Okay. So is there a reason why on social media you never speak about police brutality? Is it because of that?
That's not totally why, but I just don't speak on it at all. That's just me. I never speak on anything negative on my social media anyway, no matter what.
Why is that negative?
I'm just saying negative things, period. I don't speak on.
But why is that situation negative? Why is that negative?
I don't speak on anything negative, period. I'm not saying that it's negative or positive, but I don't speak on those things at all.
But when an officer is killed in the line of duty, you post that on social media. Why isn't that negative just like the Philando case? Because
I don't know the situation of that case. I don't know anything. An officer that dies in the line of duty, I just pay my respect.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know him. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was killed rightfully. I don't know if he was killed wrongfully.
You don't know anything that happened.
No, I'm not talking about that case. I'm talking about in general of officers being killed. I don't pay attention. I don't even get into all that stuff.
Well, this case in general. Let's talk about this case specifically.
I just told you that I'm not going to speak on that.
But I'm saying, did you look into it?
Correct. Of course, I'm going to look into it. That's all I was asking. It's a learning object.
You said you don't know what happened.
No, I don't. What I'm telling you is I don't know what happened. You asked me about officers being killed. You see me post that stuff.
Right.
So I don't know whether the officer was killed rightfully or wrongfully. I just pay my respect to their family. You know what I'm saying? I just pay my respect like that. But far as, police brutality and all this stuff, I don't get into it because I don't know the situation. And none of us, we could be on the outside looking in, and that's easy for us to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's easy to Monday night quarterback every situation. But that's not my place to do that. At the end of the day, like I told you, I'm Charles Jackson. Right. That's who I am. And I will speak on that off air. I'm not going to speak on it on air. I'm not going to speak about that on air.
Okay. So basically you're comfortable with identifying with police officers before you identify with blacks that are killed.
Whoa, you're taking this a whole nother route.
No, I'm not. I'm asking.
No, where are you trying to take this right now?
I'm asking him a question.
I'm black. What do you mean? I'm black.
Well, because you said you don't know what happened in the police officer that got killed in the line of duty. And you also don't know what happened to the people that got killed by police, but you only choose to speak out about.
So let's just put it like this.
Officers.
I'm not going to speak on it at all.
That's fine.
Period. Okay. So, next question.
So, the craziest thing I Googled was how to take over the world. Just to let you guys know. And I got some very interesting stuff.
Okay, what you come up with?
The first thing you got to do is go to a third world country. Go ahead and bring it back up to the first world country. I ain't going to tell you no more, though.
When it happened ever in history.
That means you're going to make history.
You sleeping for 100 years, man. You're going to have a lot to look up.
Oh, man. I research every day.
We all do.
Every day.
We all do. Definitely.
For sure.
Definitely.
All right, so you got a superpower. What's going on? I know you be flexing all the time.
Hey, man. I ain't got no superpowers.
You ain't got no superpowers?
The thing, I just love to stay in the gym.
No optimism, no.
I just love to stay in the gym.
I just love to stay.
I like basketball.
That's my superpowers. I like to lift weights.
Yeah.
Throw them around. That's it.
Pick things up, put them back down.
Exactly.
Heavy things.
Heavy things. That's it.
Don't they got like policeman competitions against like the different academies and stuff?
They do. It's like the police and fire games. So like
like Olympics.
Yeah, like police versus the fire department.
Y'all be doing tug of war?
Lift, flag football, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I will say that my department is probably the most athletic department in town.
Is it because, are you biased or is it because of you?
I'm just saying because, any team I'm on, I say,
got the advantage.
I'm not saying it has anything to do with me.
Are you saying all city of Las Vegas?
I'm just saying city of Las Vegas, period.
Okay.
For my department. Yeah.
What about that? I know I saw it on like social media. This like arena MMA style gun show type what is it? What is it? Y'all haven't seen it, like where you have like cops that come in, they fight against each other, kind of wrestle, and then they have like paintball guns, but they can figure just like the like the real thing, and so they kind of get to practice their combatants, and then and they're shooting and everything. It looks super fun, but I think it's only like police officers, SWAT team, military. Like that's the only type of people that can be involved. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not seen that.
Yeah.
But it do sound fun.
Yeah,
it sounds like something I need to get into.
They are padded.
They
are padded. They be out there getting down too.
Everybody's getting.
Hey,
and we just got a couple more questions for you, man.
Let's do it, man.
All right. So look, we got to know, man. How do you feel about? Oh man, my question slipped my mind.
I'm out of questions. He doesn't want to answer mine. So.
Well, it's
not
that.
It's not
about. It's not about.
It's not about. I will say this,
but
and it's not about you pressing. I don't mind the questions, but you got to understand though that this is the way that I feed my kids.
I do understand.
So getting into.
So will this challenge your job if you answer?
It ain't gonna challenge anything. But I'm just telling you, this is how I feed my kids. But I will gladly, as soon as the air off, we could talk about this until this place closed if you want to. But I'm just not going to talk about it on air. I'm not going to give my opinion on air. That's just me. Okay. So you can ask me anything, but like I said, that's just me. I'm not going to give my opinion on air.
That's
not
cool.
going to happen. But like I said, if you want me to answer after, for sure.
All right, so check this out.
Honestly, you not answering is enough for me.
Oh, that's cool.
So
good.
You got an unlimited amount of money. What's the first world problem you going to solve?
Man, you got some crazy questions, bro. You throwing me on the spot here.
Man, I just want to know what you value, man. By you telling me this, it's going to tell me what you value and what you see the most, where you could help the most.
Well, see, you asking a man with kids, so my value is always going to be biased to my kids. So whatever they have in their mind that they want to conquer, it's not about me no more, bro. Mm-hmm. That's out. So that's out.
Let's say like a world issue, like a global problem, or like a countrywide or a nation problem.
He just told you the kids.
So what about the kids?
Every TV channel, every TV channel made.
I mean, you got SpongeBob on every channel.
Yeah, SpongeBob.
The thing that I would take care of, and like I just told you with the kids, is the education problems, man. You know, the teachers, the staffs, all that. You know, you always want your kids to be very, very educated.
Yeah.
And that's a big part for me. You know, school was never my first priority. It was something that I did.
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna stress that to my kids or other kids. You know, go to school. You know, it helps you learn about yourself. So the education problems is definitely something I would address right away.
That's dope, man.
Especially the poor education. You know,
Nevada's like last. Nevada's
where we from. You know what I'm saying?
Puerto Rico has a better education system than Nevada.
What would you say is wrong with the teachers here? Because you said the teachers, and I feel like a lot of people don't hold teachers accountable.
I think that it's more so of. I think teachers should make more money, and I think that it should be. They should take more time to interview and find out and, you know, psych test and all this stuff about these teachers before they just throw them in the school. Because
you want them to have more passion for it.
For me, I know going into the school 22, 23 years old, I didn't know what I wanted to do. It was just something I knew I could make money on. They just threw me in the classroom.
Yeah.
But it's more so of take your time, see what's going on. And there's great teachers out there. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
You know, I know a bunch of great teachers that helped me tremendously, you know.
Yeah.
So
would you put that on their teaching abilities, or would you say that it more so is their behavior towards or attitude towards students?
I would say it's a little bit of both, you know, behavior towards students, and most teachers, when the bell ring at 2:11, they go on by 2:15. Oh, I need help with my classwork.
Right.
Teachers like, yeah, I'm out. I'm not getting.
I'm off.
I'm out of here.
You know what I'm saying? And as a teacher, when I was doing it, it was more so. I was at the school from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. sometimes.
Yeah.
And not that I was there helping students out the whole time, but if you needed help at the school, if I didn't know how to do it, bring it back to Google. I'm gonna Google how to do it. Or find out how to do it, or call somebody that know how to do it to help you out in that aspect.
Love, man.
Now, granted, I did have to coach and do everything else, but it was just I had that passion to want to help people, man. That's just always been my passion, is to help others. So if you can ask me about anything, ask me how to hit a golf ball. I may look terrible doing it, but
you don't look good at it.
That's all good.
I'm gonna just keep it real.
We're gonna go to Top Golf and we're gonna handle that.
Hey, I'm colder than you.
Hey, we gonna see, man.
So what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind, man?
Man, just being, man, just coming from North Las Vegas, man.
Yeah.
It's just it's different, man. Being a Northtown kid, man, you know, being told over and over I'm gonna be in prison before I'm 18. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not, you know, you're gonna get caught up in these streets. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. I just want to leave behind, man, a legacy to be known for the great things that I do for other people, man. Not just for me, not being rich, not the designer belt I had on, not the designer shoes I had on, none of that. I want to be known for helping others, man. I want to see others succeed, especially if you're from Las Vegas. I definitely want to see you succeed, whatever it may be: rapping, modeling, teaching, coaching, policing, whatever you want to do, whatever you desire to do. If you from this city, I won't ever knock you. I want you to, whatever I could do to help, I want to see you do it. And I think that's a major issue within our city, man. Us being young and out there, I see a lot of people not what other people doing, man. Congratulate people, hustle. Whatever you doing. I don't care what you doing, whether it's legal or illegal, whatever you doing to help, to push yourself to where you need to go to. Congratulate your hustle, man. Always.
I like how you said illegal instead of illegal, because so that you could be off the record.
Right.
I didn't say illegal. That's what I said. Run it back.
Hey, exactly.
Congratulate your hustle, though.
Yeah.
Congratulate your hustle, man.
So you got any final thoughts today, man?
I just want to say, man, for everybody that's pursuing anything and whatever you want to do, stay focused, man. Don't let nobody turn you from what you want to do, man. Stay focused on what you're doing.
That's a great word.
Keep your feet to the grind, man. Do whatever you want to do, because ain't nobody else gonna believe you can do it until you show them you can do it, and then that's when they're gonna want to come around. So do whatever you want to do, man. Just stay focused, especially Las Vegas, man. I'm born and raised here. I love this place, man. I don't care what anybody say, how hot it is or how negative they can be. Whatever you doing, stay to it, man. Stay to it.
Straight up. Straight up. Oh, you got any final thoughts today?
Integrity is real. Keep your integrity.
Yeah. Elaborate on that. Keep
your integrity. Stay true to what you believe in. Whether that's at work, not at work. Keep your integrity.
Yeah.
Keep that intact. I feel like a lot of people let that soften when they start to do new things or learn new things. They soften their integrity.
Yeah, so they'll change their character, is what you're saying.
Or mind state, or mentality, whatever, their attitude towards certain things.
Okay. Love. You know, my final thought today is towards legacy. And if you want to create a legacy, I kind of used the word legacy before. Let's go. Rewind. He's back, DJ.
Try it again.
If you only believe in the things you see, how do you ever believe you can create a legacy?
A leg to see. All right.
No, not a leg to see.
I'm joking.
A leg. See, we gotta take that back, man. I would see.
Legacy.
I mean, I said it like 3 times a day.
Free
now
bars.
You know what I'm saying? I thought I had it, man.
Dropping bars.
Okay,
Man, I tried it, man. I tried. You know, I rap with no beat, man. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
But you know, but the word on the street is that OverTheTopLv does got the beat. And I need y'all to go ahead and hear those tunes over there, because we got all the artists, poets, painters, anybody that's doing anything great within the city. We want to acknowledge you and show them how great you are, because it's just a level above the rest. And remember, if everybody in the world thought twice, it'll be a better place. Love, baby.